How's it going, man?
All right, how are you?
Yeah.
It's not quite Friday, so
No, it's not quite.
I understand. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Commute.
Yeah, I will be your driver.
And I will be your passenger. Hopefully a good one. I can say, look out for that truck coming at us. So, today I'm reading about celebrity meat. You heard about that at all?
Celebrity meat?
Celebrity meat. You can eat a number of famous celebrities. There's this company, and what they do is they take DNA from whatever celebrity.
Oh my god.
And they manufacture meat using that DNA. You know, lab-grown meat. They can do that now. And that's about 30% of the meat, and then they mix it with some other kind of like sausage mix, and so you can eat whatever celebrity you want. There's some pretty big names on there. I know P. Diddy's on there. If you want to eat some P. Diddy.
No. But I don't. How are people okay with that? And not.
They're doing a pretty good business.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even.
I'm not sure what it cost to eat somebody. Then just walk on out, dude.
Yeah, you know, it's only your life. But I mean, there's the whole, you know, cannibalism.
Yeah, essentially you're
factor.
eating human meat.
That's all I'm
unless they don't consider it human because it was, you know, lab grown, lab made.
It's made with human DNA, so regardless, I mean, it's not made with bovine DNA.
Yeah, the DNA of the meat you're eating is
human. It's so, even though you didn't, you know, cut it off a leg shank of.
And isn't cannibalism against the law?
As far as I know, I mean, if it's not, it's against, you know, the entire social order of things.
You know, I mean, I'm sure it's against the law, so you don't kill people to eat them.
Right.
But still being against the law, just because I give you the right to eat me, doesn't make it, you know, legal. But yeah, they're celebrity meat.
I can't even begin to even understand what that is.
No, I'm not.
Are you trying to gain their powers? Is, you know?
I too will be rich and famous.
Right.
I too can be a douchebag.
I don't get it.
And I gotta say, like,
are you going?
I could care less to eat someone else.
Understand what you do.
But I would like to know how I taste. You know what I mean? When you just like want to know how you taste. You know?
Well, let's take it one step at a time. How about just like a scent or something?
I know how I smell.
You do,
good.
but you know how when you walk into somebody else's house, you smell like that person or that family or whatever, but you don't necessarily know what you do. I mean, true,
that is true.
Because you're the baseline to all that.
But is that truly a DNA, that scent that you're smelling, or is it?
It's you know your hormones and stuff. I mean, but I'm saying that should be good enough. I mean, we don't actually need to consume. I don't want a burger made of.
What, you don't want
my midsection.
Passenger burger?
No, I'd skip it. I would skip it. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're friends and all, but it's just I draw the line at cannibalism. I do. I mean, you're the one wandering out in the street, Binky. I don't know what to tell you.
And taking your time. Well, in all fairness, she can't. Doesn't appear like she can move fast.
No.
So she wins.
Fine. Oh, great. Here we go.
She wins in the game of life.
And we lose.
But, you know, speaking of being friends, that Pistorius guy, the Olympian,
double amputee guy.
Yeah, and he shot and killed his girlfriend.
Yeah, that was weird.
They say when it happened, because he's on trial now, they found out that he asked his friend to take the blame for it. He said, "Look, I can't get in this kind of trouble. Take the blame."
Yeah.
And his friend said, "No." But I mean, do you honestly think there's anyone that would take that blame for you? I mean, in the world?
I don't know. I mean, especially without him attaching like a value to that service.
Yeah, like I'll take care of your family forever.
Right.
You know,
something.
I'll give you half of what I own right now.
Yeah. Usually some kind of deal is struck.
I mean, you might take the blame given a circumstance for like your spouse. You know, like,
right.
You know, look, I'll fall for this.
Yeah, you know, father and their kids, you know, whatever.
Yeah. But, yeah, man, just ask a buddy to...
Yeah, no problem.
Do life in prison for you.
And again, I mean, just like the you know, DNA burgers, I'm not gonna do that, and I'm also not gonna do a prison sentence for it.
That I wouldn't expect you, but I really thought you'd want a me burger.
No, I'm okay without.
Me steak.
I guess if it was a sausage, you know, then it would be at least mixed with other stuff, but still, I can't get past the cannibalism angle of that.
I would also be interested, do they really taste that different? You know what I mean? Kind of like cow, every cow kind of tastes like cow.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't people, for the most part, really taste the same?
Well, I was under the impression that the lab-grown stuff, that they couldn't get it to taste like anything.
Maybe that's why they mix it with the sausage.
Yeah.
And it's just the novelty of...
Right.
You've got Diddy in your tummy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. Was they couldn't get it to taste like anything. Yet, you know.
No, give it time, yeah. I mean, they can add flavors to...
Yeah.
Everything. Pretty much everything you eat doesn't taste like it really is supposed to.
Everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah. I guess we'll stick with the DNA stories here. It feels like I was on a DNA site today, but I wasn't. Now they can DNA test your dog poop to see if it is your dog that you're not cleaning up after.
So who's going to enforce that?
Well, there's a few countries doing it. Italy, Canada, they do it, and in 43 states in America, a lot of the apartment buildings are doing it. So
that's what I would think.
What it is, when you register your dog, because you have to register it, they take a swab of the dog's mouth. They have the DNA on file, and if they find dog poop, they test it, they match it up in the database, and
they put it in a bag on your doorstep and light it on fire.
You get a fine. It's a very hefty fine. I forget what it was. I didn't write it down, but
it's got to be worth paying.
Well, yeah, because they said it's. I'm gonna say a $250 fine, because it's $50 to $60 to run that test.
Yeah,
there's like a company that does it for them. So, but yeah, you know, apartment buildings, I guess it's a big problem.
Yeah, I guess, you know, that would be, or like some kind of, you know, rent-controlled community, or, you know, something like that.
Well, they said it's working. They said in all these areas that is doing it,
it's enough of a deterrent.
Yeah, the poop is down. The poop quantity is low in all these places.
So we have to rely on a DNA test to keep people doing the things
doing the right thing anyway. Yeah, all the time. The other day, there's a guy on our company property walking his dog, big old dog.
Yeah.
There's a big old pile of dog crap, and he just walks away. I'm like, dude, really? Like, there's tons of people around, we're all watching it.
Right.
But I bet if I could have said, sir, I'm gonna DNA test this. This is mine now. This is my poop. And
we'll be sending you the bill.
Yeah. I'm gonna have this DNA tested first. Yeah, I thought it was clever.
Yeah. It's, I guess, you know, as long as it's working. I mean,
that's the worst, man. You step in dog shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, that's part of ownership of an animal, you know? You gotta take at least a minimum responsibility, and that's, you know, feeding, watering, and cleaning up after it.
Cleaning them up. it seems like anytime I step in dog shit, I'm always wearing whatever pair of shoes I own at the time with like the most elaborate grooves in the bottom of it. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
it's never just a simple swoosh.
It's not like the office shoes where it's just nice and flat. You know, it's always like the Reeboks.
Yeah.
And the tread is just this maze of treading, and it gets all up in there, and you can't even get a stick in there to scrape it out. You gotta run it under some hot water.
Just enough to ensure you'd be smelling it for months.
Yeah. The tub smells like someone else's dog shit. You gotta wash the tub, or have your wife wash the tub. Press it down the drain.
Whatever it takes.
I'll press my own dog's poop down the drain, but I'm not touching someone else's dog poop. What are you, nuts?
It's gotta be DNA tested first.
No. What we got going on today?
Now, one of the things I saw was they were testing like sections of like permafrost and stuff in Siberia, and they found like the largest virus that they've ever come across, and it's 30,000 years old. And when they unthawed like the permafrost, it reanimated itself. So it's like a 30,000-year-old virus that's been reintroduced into
I saw something on that. Did it come back to life, or did they make it come back?
No, they didn't do anything to it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just the thawing process.
Wanted to create it.
No, it just naturally came back, and it's infectious, but it's not infectious to humans. But
it's just animals.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I thought that was kind of cool.
That makes you wonder, you know, all these diseases that have been dormant for years.
Yeah.
You know, with global warming or the melting of ice cap, whatever, with stuff melting.
Yeah, you get one of those like ice sheets that melts the wrong way. Introduce some kind of new neurotoxin.
Melts into the water, gets into the sea life.
Yeah, there's your zombie outbreak.
Zombie apocalypse happens.
Melts out of sea ice.
Oh, because I wanted a tuna. Eat your tuna fish, done. And then you end up eating people.
Yeah.
You don't even need to grow it in a lab.
No, why bother? Just cut out the middleman there. Lab-grown meat. I don't get that.
No, when it's grown, is it like edible at the time, or do you still have to cook it?
No, I mean, it should be sterile. I mean, it's going to be like spongy, whatever, because they grow it on something. So I don't know what kind of texture they get, but you can't get like a steak. Like you're not growing like a mussel.
Okay.
You know, you're growing like
clumps.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Everything that I've seen. Now, however that's advanced now, I don't know, but
what I thought it was like strands, like they can grow strands of it.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Same thing.
Just spongy strands of meat that, you know. Yeah, you're not gonna get a celebrity steak yet.
Oh, then I'll wait.
Just wait until you know.
I want a steak. I want to be able to sit down.
Yeah.
Cut it. Enjoy my ditty.
As it's supposed to be. Now, what the best would be was for him to like serve that as like pate at his, things. If you come to my house, you only eat me.
That's all we're eating today.
Apparently, I'm on the menu.
That's probably all he eats now.
Yeah. Once you get a taste for yourself.
Yeah. How can you go back to eating animals?
Right. Now will that convert over like PETA activists and stuff since you're?
Yeah. But that's the other thing. I've heard no uproar against this. But.
Well, I guess it's lumped
fairly new
in a manner of speaking with like genetically modified foods, GMOs. So I mean, that's the same people that complain about wheat being genetically modified are going to be the same people that are going to be complaining about lab meat. So, I don't know. I mean, that's a huge problem societal wide. I mean, that how are we going to feed the people that we have?
Right.
The population's not shrinking, and Americans have a taste for the meat, so
we'll have to grow it. Well, wheat. I mean, farms are going. Fewer and fewer farms.
Yeah,
across the country. You don't have to find a way to
conglomerate things. Well, it's because we're using up all our land for animals. I mean, that's the stock and trade of most states is animal production in one form or another because people want to eat it. The whole southern end of this state is all chickens. I mean,
ew, you ever drive by those chicken plants?
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh
my god.
And sometimes you don't even have to drive past them.
Oh no, you just gotta be around them.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't, one kind of waste, it's another, because living up here before, I mean, you had all those Kaola mushroom farms, so that smells certain times a year, and then moving down there is now all chicken farts. Yeah, there's all kinds of videos and stuff on like the conditions that those animals live in. You can never tell, whether or not if that's just like isolated farms, is that indicative of the industry? I mean, there's got to be farmers out there that care. So
I mean, I could be wrong because I don't know any of this for a fact, but I would think that like the bigger the company, the better the animals are treated, just because there's a bigger focus on you.
Yeah, I could see that, but
then there's other people that, say Purdue treats their chickens horribly.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
and then it's all, what do you consider horrible, I might consider it not so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the stuff I saw was like, where the chickens were, they were living on top of each other, on top of where, like, everything they do comes out, and the undersides, because they're like the bottom ends of their legs are like underdeveloped because they modified them to like so that the tops of their legs would be bigger drumsticks. They can't stay far enough off the ground, and it like they get like chemical burns from the ammonia from their waste. So like some of those little hen chickens you see like in the grocery store, they'll like the breast part will already be like a little bit cooked, and they've been cooked chemically from the ammonia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those buff chickens.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's like a chicken gym. Yeah. Walking around all.
Start modifying them with 6 wings.
The price of wings would go down.
Yeah, I don't know.
For it, let's have a 6-wing chicken.
I don't know how I feel about any of that. I mean, that's. But then,
different.
We're okay with it when it comes to like animals, but then there's a big stink if like athletes take hormones to run faster.
To better themselves. Yeah.
So where does your conscience fall on that, man? I don't know. I mean, it's like I either say go the full 10 or go, forget about it.
Right.
If you're gonna start modifying everything, modify everything. Fine. If you don't like it in your baseball league, make a second league, man.
I want a steroid league.
Yeah, you need the mutant league, fucking baseball.
I want a steroid league for every sport.
Yeah.
If you're only one in a handful that are using steroids, you're cheating. But if everyone's doing steroids,
right? Everybody.
The games that you'll see. Yeah. My lord.
What was that? There was that one like football game for like Xbox, and I can't remember the name of it. It was it had all that. It's like that. It was that type of league, and it was kind of cool. Like when there was like a big hit or something, and like there was an injury, which like it would go to like the X-ray cam and like showed like the bone break and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, it'd be great in football. It'd be great in baseball.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you want to take your own life in your hands, that's your own.
It's up to
that's
you.
your own business, you know. You want regulated football? Watch that football. You want, you know, the alternate football league? There you go.
Hockey would be fantastic in hockey.
Yeah,
Basketball, I don't know what it would do for you.
Imagine those crazy, you know, but everybody would be going nuts to like try to modify themselves.
Oh yeah.
You know,
They want to be faster and jump higher.
yeah, people getting like pneumatic implants, crazy sideboard arm launchers for baseball.
In this world, it would probably put the non-steroid leagues out of business.
Yeah.
You know, everyone would want to go see that. Would get the ratings on TV for sure.
Yeah, but then you got kids. Who do the kids look up to? They're not looking up to.
Looking up to the steroids.
Yeah, they're looking up to the steroid humongoids, and they want to be in that league.
Well, then, you know, just got to teach them right and wrong.
Yeah, but what's right and wrong after that?
Well,
you know?
yeah. You say it's okay for someone. Well, you just teach them the dangers of it, you know?
You're
Which they
just
would
as
learn
much a
shortly after.
person.
You know, oh yeah, remember that guy you like? Well, his thigh muscle just fell off of his bone, and his balls look like raisins.
Yep. Yeah, I guess you would have to. Part of the contract would be you have to release your autopsy photos after you die.
And they'd be so juiced and amped up, man. Like just you would have deaths on the field, not even just from a crushing it, just from like someone stroking out on the field, and
be all kinds of crazy.
you know,
People doing all kinds of crazy drugs to get out there.
oh, that would be the best. That would be so entertaining. Hey, why do you think you lost today? Oh, I wasn't juicing enough this week. But I'll be stronger next week, you'll see. Doing interviews, injecting themselves. Can't waste any time. Beating up all the interviewers. Their steroids.
They'd have to have, you know, the locker rooms couldn't even be in the stadium because they would just kill each other before the game.
Jumping into the stands if anyone booed them.
Yeah, just make it like, you know, gladiatorial competition. They bring down like the cages and just release them. Have an automatic kickoff because nobody's gonna want to be the kicker in that kind of game.
No.
You know, just
Nor can you kick that good with such big muscles, you know.
Right. Yeah. Or you'd have the all leg guy who, you know.
You just have this one leg.
He's well practiced in like Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and he's got giant legs, little tiny head.
Which in the NFL, they were talking about they want to do away with the extra point because they say, you know, it's automatic, it wastes time, it slows the game down.
Yeah, well, I thought that was the point of doing the conversion thing.
Well, you can go for two, but they don't even want to like see the extra point. So what they're saying is, if you get a touchdown, it'll be worth 7 points.
Right.
If you want to go for the 2, your touchdown is worth 6 points.
Okay.
And you go. But I guess I don't know if kickers are in, you know, uproar about that or whatever. The Players Association. So now they're talking about having the extra point be a 43-yard kick. That I like.
I do like that.
You know, you're still doing the kick.
Yeah.
It could mean a lot. It's a decent distance away, you know.
Well, they should make that worth 2. Back it up, make that worth 2, or you can just get 7.
Yeah.
You can say, fine, I'll take the 7. We're not going to do it. So teams that don't have it, otherwise you got to go for the 43-yarder. You make the 43-yarder, that's worth 2. You make the conversion, that's worth 2.
Yeah.
Equally hard.
What do you want to do? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely go with that.
That'd be a lot more focus on the kickers then.
Yeah, the kickers get a little more respect in this league. I'll tell you that much. no longer be the whatever of the league.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. Back it up, and, make it work too. Because it's still a play. I mean,
yeah, it's a hard play. So get a bigger reward.
Yeah.
There was a rumor basketball was talking about a 4-point shot. Make it a little further back, but the league came out. They were like, no, we never.
There's like no further out they can put like the 3-point line. I mean, it's already almost at the sideline as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, where would that be besides half court?
Connect it like halfway between or something.
Yeah, that's a half court shot then. I mean,
essentially. Or anything 2 feet back from the 3-pointer.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, that's such a small margin. Like,
yeah, really.
I mean, I don't know the distance between the lines, but it can't be much between.
I think even if
the 3-point and the
it's got to be a
center.
Good 10 feet, don't you think? At least. It doesn't seem like much because these guys are so big. They take 2 steps.
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say.
So we were talking about that one woman who wanted to be like a Barbie doll. She even wanted to dumb herself down.
Oh, yeah.
I found another one today. Oh, what's this?
I have no idea. Might be going straight.
Looks like. But so anyway, there's this other woman, and this girl, she's this Russian woman. Her name is Valeria Lucianova or something like that.
Okay.
And this girl looks like a Barbie. Like her face looks like plastic.
Yeah.
Almost, but not that it's, and there's nothing fake about it.
Mm-hmm.
She's real, and she really wants to look like a Barbie. Now she does. She has this real skinny waist and all these nice curves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the closest thing you can get. So what she wants to do is to keep her figure and to stay thin is she wants to go on the air and light diet, or otherwise known as breatharianism. And what it is, you simply don't eat. She thinks that she can live off of air and light. And a lot of these people, what they do is they will only drink water and tea. And they say that you can live off cosmic microfood. These people. Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Okay, that was a noise.
Just ran over a bunch of glass. We're cool.
Yeah, we're good.
But there was a 65-year-old woman in Seattle who went 47 days living on just water and tea. But she then went off the diet because she got a message from the universe that told her she needed to eat again. So, you're out there. Someone has died from, believe it or not, someone has died from breatharianism.
Well, here's something. I believe that. Yeah. I could go along with that.
But just crazy people, man. What they do for just to look good. I mean, when there is something out there like cosmetic surgery, if you want to, or whatever. You're gonna live off of light and air.
I don't even understand what that is.
And she says she can go days at a time, and she just doesn't get hungry.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can go days at a time. Yeah, you're not worried about it.
Your body goes into starvation mode.
Yeah.
You probably live off of 200 calories a day. So anyway, look for Valeria Lucianova to be dead soon.
Yeah, she'll be in the headlines. She'll make headlines again.
Yeah. Pretty girl.
Obituaries, but
she's pretty, but it's crazy. Like, you gotta look her up. It's insane. Like, you look at it, you're like, no, that's gotta be like some kind of computer animation.
Yeah.
But it's not. Because in other pictures, she looks not so.
Yeah, I think I've seen her before.
Just insane.
I'm pretty sure I've seen her. Her and those, like I was saying, those chicks with the, they look like they've got like the anime.
Yeah, and she has a couple pictures like that. Her eyes look real big, and I was like, what the hell? But it was just with makeup.
Yeah, it's probably the same one then.
You know? But yeah, it was crazy. North Korea stated that they have completed the greatest human achievement of all time.
I thought they already did that. They came up with the sun, right?
That's what it is. That they landed on the sun.
Oh, they landed on the sun.
No, yeah, not that they came up with the sun. They landed on the sun. A 17-year-old boy, achieved this. It only took him 4 hours to get there. 4 hours.
Wow.
To get to the sun.
So he was traveling faster than the speed of light.
Yeah.
Almost 2 times the speed of light.
Yeah, he was going pretty fast. And the reason, this is the best, the reason he survived being on the sun.
Or no, that's minutes, not.
He got
4 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, hell.
Yeah.
4 hours. He got there by the cover of darkness.
Oh, okay.
So therefore the sun couldn't burn him.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, North Korea, on landing on the sun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm inventing the sun.
And inventing it. I mean, thank you for inventing it.
Yeah.
Congratulations for landing on it.
Yeah. Actually exploring that part of our universe that's unexplored.
I mean, I guess they just really think that the rest of the world is dumb.
No, I think those are press releases for their people, not for...
to believe.
Yeah,
okay.
That's not for us.
Makes more sense.
They're not saying, hey, look what we did.
Aha, America?
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't go
do their people
further.
believe that?
Yeah.
I mean, are they that sheltered?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a completely
and uneducated
enclosed society. Yeah, well, it's not uneducated. It's educated a certain way. I mean, if all of your books say that, our great leader came up with the sun and automobiles, that's who came up with it.
Yeah, but...
And this is generations of kids now. I mean, at least 2 or 3 generations that the Korean War was 40s.
But they don't teach you like the temperature of the sun in school?
Yeah, you're not gonna ever know that.
That's ridiculous.
You're gonna see the moon and you're gonna see the sun and you're not gonna know anything about it.
I did not know that they kept them that
Have you seen satellite photos of this place at night from space?
Oh yeah, just dark.
There's nothing.
Just off.
That's,
They turn off North Korea at night.
Right. You can't get a whole lot of reading done.
True.
If there's no light at all at night.
Daytime, you gotta work, go home,
if it's the dark ages, still. Yeah, I can't even imagine that place. It's unbelievable. But I mean, for as much propaganda as they get about, as great as their country is, we get a ton of propaganda too about how bad it is.
Oh yeah. I mean,
not that
it goes both ways.
Not that there's not tons of human rights violations and they torture people, I'm sure, on a daily basis, but overall.
And that's even countries that aren't so bad. Like in Australia, there's a lot of press about how horrible it is to live in America.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because they don't want people going here.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I always kind of thought Australia and America were pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's sort of. I mean,
pretty free.
Without guns, I guess.
Yeah.
And you can't get violent video games.
Oh, really? In Australia?
Yeah, it's highly regulated for some reason. Like, they come up with, I think you can get the same things there, just not at release.
Okay.
But a lot of their things are, they've got, special rating system for games there. In particular, things can't be sold to...
Oh, we have that here.
Yeah, but this goes even beyond that. I mean, it's pretty extreme. But yeah, no guns there at all. No, And I don't think the cops carry guns anymore either.
There's a lot of countries like that. Cops don't carry guns.
Yeah.
England, they don't carry guns.
Yeah.
That goes back to the whole gun rule thing. If it was that bad to carry guns, a lot of people here wouldn't carry guns. If you got a life sentence for carrying a gun,
yeah, you're not carrying it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Not that I do, but I really wouldn't then.
Yeah, but here, I mean, it's more of a toy here. It's like you have one because you can.
Where we live.
Yeah.
And there's other parts of the country where you have it to survive.
No. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the
you live in Detroit,
woods of fucking Alaska or Detroit.
I don't mean to eat. Yeah, I mean to defend yourself.
Well, I'm saying they're two parts of the same.
But yeah, exactly. Yeah. Either way, you got to survive because you're a gun. And so I wonder in North Korea then. I guess they're not telling them this. Wednesday, we were just talking about this the other day, if an asteroid would come and smash the moon.
Yeah.
An asteroid is going to go between Earth and the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, the same distance, yeah.
It's a 90-foot asteroid.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 217,000 miles from Earth, which is 9/10 of the way to the moon.
Right.
So, it's still going to be 20,000 miles away from the moon. But you'll be able to see it around 3:30 in the afternoon. And they said there's a website you can go to, slooh.com. SLOOH. And they're going to try
next
to have
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take my break for that. Look around.
Well, today's Wednesday.
Something.
I wonder if it's been today. It said next Wednesday. So I don't know if this was, a yesterday's story.
Yeah, could have been. I don't know. I saw a lot of stuff on it, but I didn't see any pictures. So
yeah, I didn't see anything either.
Next
so
Wednesday.
That's what I was thinking too. But yeah, that'd be cool. Check out.
I saw the thing too. They had this. They've taken like the first step in making like a programmable materials. So what these guys have done, they took like a piece of aluminum and they attached like tubes and stuff to it to make it to change the vibrations at certain points in it, and it can completely absorb any vibration, or it can allow any vibration they want to pass through it. So what that allows you to do is you can make, right now when we design like a generator or something, you've got to put in stuff so it doesn't shake itself apart. Well, now you could make the individual parts out of something like that, and it could be any shape you want. So it basically would completely change the way we engineer everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, like, what about cars? Could that benefit cars?
Yeah, completely. It would change everything about a car.
Impacts and...
Yeah, I mean, you could change any type of material to be any way you want, because if you can control how it vibrates, you can control the way it conducts, you can control almost everything about it.
Wow.
So,
hey, and you think of the possibilities. If you can change conductivity, you can have,
Yeah, the possibility is endless. I mean, really.
We can have those. We can finally have the Jetson ovens.
Yeah.
Where you put the little pill or whatever in the oven, and 2 minutes later you open it up and it's a whole
that would
meal.
Be the best. Man, I look forward to that.
Yeah. There's nothing like these days where it's like, I don't have time to cook dinner, so we're just doing a pizza or we're doing fast food or
pop a pill in.
No time to cook, so we're having a turkey dinner.
Did that in what was it, Fifth Element too?
Fifth Element, yeah. Chicken. The big plate of bones. Yeah, wait for that day. Yeah, Jetsons need to get here quick.
It's gonna be way past our time, I think.
just remember one episode, George says, "Oh, these 15-minute days are killing me." It's like, yes. Yes, I need that. I need to work for 15 minutes a day.
That would be perfect.
That's the laziness of the people.
Yeah, but then we'd have no show.
No. We would have to work longer. But people would have more time to watch.
Right.
So, it could benefit us.
See, they're changing the SATs again?
No.
Yeah, I guess like a while ago they changed it so like there was like an essay part or something. This was like after we took them, but they changed it so there was like a required like essay portion of the SATs.
Right. Yeah, my sister-in-law had. She just took them last year.
Yeah.
She was telling me about that.
I guess they changed it back in like 2005 is when they first changed it. Well, they're changing it sort of back to like the 1600 point system, and they're taking out, or they're making the essay optional now, and it's going to be an essay based on like provided like material. So it's not something you have to like prepare for. You can either do it if you want, but it's not going to have like a huge reflection on your grade, so it's going to like go back to the same kind of way it was.
Well, they need to, because I don't agree with the whole essay thing, because that's completely up to the person grading it, per se, unless the essay is simply, can you form a paragraph, can you what are they judging on the essay? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess they're judging you on like critical thinking too. I mean, if you can
but it's still
provide
judging.
like an argument and stuff, well, it would be if you're not if you're just throwing crap out onto them, but I don't know.
It just means that there's humans grading it, and there's a
gray
line there. And you're talking about getting into college or not. I don't want my future in the mind of someone else.
I don't know. See, I never took them seriously, or even really grasped at the time even what it was that I was doing.
Killing me.
Yeah, it's at the right level this time of year.
I certainly didn't like freak out about them when I had to take them.
Yeah.
I wasn't I wanted to do good on them. I knew whatever I got, some school's going to accept me.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Or some schools that didn't.
You always see it built up in like movies and stuff. Kids freaking out about them, or TV shows. People going crazy. But, yeah, I never thought twice about it.
I took it once, did decent. My mom was like, "Oh, you want to take it again?" No. Good.
Once was fine, thanks.
I'm happy with this. They don't get into school, we'll talk about doing it again. But.
Right. If it turns out that was a big deal,
the SATs. But I never have to take any kind of test again.
Yeah, that's the one thing being an adult's good about. You don't have to really test that often.
I was reading this article. It was facts that you can only find in China. Certain things about China that make them stand out. And they have suicide nets around. This can go on with the stress of the SAT. They stress out so much. Suicide nets around a lot of their office buildings.
Yeah.
Because they're so often just jumping off the edge to commit suicide. I don't know. We still need you to work. You're not going out that quick. You have to go
Get back in there
yourself if you want to.
Yeah, it just bounces you back in.
Back in your desk. No. The other thing is, they have ghost marriages in China.
Ghost marriages?
Ghost marriages, where, let's say, you died and you were never married. Well, I guess they wanted to say you wanted your kid or brother or sister, whoever, to have been married. You don't want them to never. So they will marry their guess, ghost or spirit off to a human being, to a live person. And it's very, very lucrative to do so. You know, you marry a ghost, you get paid a lot of money. I guess you get the inheritance or whatever. But now from that standpoint, okay, say I marry a ghost. Now she's dead. Can I get married again next week? Can I just ghost marry once a week?
I don't know. I mean, if you're getting paid for that privilege, I don't know if you...
So you could never, like, it's a surefire way to make sure you never get divorced.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
And I don't know how they look down upon that, over there, if it's, bad divorce.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say what kind of marriage are we talking about, too? I mean, it's clearly not a Catholic marriage, it's not...
No, yeah.
Not a...
Yeah, it was a little blurred thing. It didn't go into much detail, but it got me thinking. But if I can live like that...
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess in general, I don't know what that would even be over there, because overall they're not big on religion there. It being like
I'm sure there's no like ceremony. State. It's probably just like a contract. But now they can put on their tombstone or whatever that they were.
Yeah.
But when you do die over there, they're saying that they're running out of space to bury people.
Right.
I guess in the populated areas. So if you agree to bury their ashes at sea, burn them up and spread the ashes in water, depending on which town you live in, you get paid anywhere from $160 to $1,300.
Wow.
To do that. I mean, that would almost pay for it, because
I mean, that's what they should do.
It's about $2,000 to get cremated. At least over here, I don't know what it is over there.
Right.
But
I would think rather than headhunt the process, they should just buy the crematory and just burn it themselves.
And make sure you dump this at sea.
Right. There, it's taken care of. Now you don't have to pay for anything.
But why tell them to dump it at sea? Why can't you just tell them to cremate them and not bury it? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Keep it. Keep it in your den. Put it in the trash.
Because I guess, 10, 15 years from now, then they'll have a problem with all these urns being passed down.
The trash will be ashes.
Yeah. They'll have to ship it out. There'll be a big ash pile on like a barge going around the different countries.
Why not, spread the ashes in your backyard?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or dig a hole and I guess get back into the water. They're putting it in the water.
Yeah. Well, supposedly that's why, whole sections of the Amazon rainforest are so viable. Not that it's from people ashes, but that they would burn sections of the undergrowth after they finish a harvest. They would burn that whole section and not plant there and just let it go. And then after, it reclaimed itself, then they would go back in, cut it down, and then replant there again. So it's weird. I guess the soil, you could tell where there were cities and stuff just by a ground survey. If you take a soil sample, you can tell how far back people had lived on that spot or how far back it had been farmed.
That makes sense. How far down, how many layers have accumulated since.
Yep.
Something. Cockroach farms are big over in China right now because they use dried up smushed cockroaches for curing a lot of diseases.
Oh, okay.
So you can get cockroaches for $20 a pound. Cockroaches.
That's a lot of cockroaches.
I can't imagine working in a place like that. Just
the cockroach factory?
Yeah.
The cockroach farm?
Yeah. Just being around cockroaches all day.
I don't even know. It would just be a big glass cage, I guess.
I guess, but just seeing them. Not that I have a huge cockroach fear, but it's just disgusting.
Well, there too. I mean, they're seen a different way.
Oh yeah.
Too. I mean, they're like, crickets and cockroaches and stuff. They can be kept as pets and stuff there.
That they grind them up also for like seasonings in their food.
Yeah. See, I don't.
Can't be a good season in India. Stink bugs. There's a popular seasoning over there. You dry them out, grind them up.
Yeah. Whatever.
If they taste anything like they smell, I can't imagine. Ugh.
That's one thing I've never come across is a stink bug. I've never smelled a stink bug. I've never had that happen.
They will stink.
Yeah.
An old neighbor of mine sucked one up in her vacuum cleaner.
Oh yeah, and it hit the.
And it broke it up, and then the air just filled her house.
Wow.
With that stench, and it was
immediate
god
release.
awful, Yeah. But it's weird. I mean, it's got to be a certain way, or if it's because I'll get them in a tissue and crush it up, and throw it in the trash,
right?
And it doesn't stink.
That's all I've ever done. Taking them off the curtain, flush them, or throw them outside, or whatever,
Crush it until it's
Take that, you bastard.
Crunch of it,
and then sprinkle it on your cereal.
Yeah, see, I'm wasting food.
Yeah.
There's people in India. They're starving, and here I am crushing perfectly good stink bugs.
That's part of the apparent food solution too, is relying more on insects. A lot of the world does anyway, rely on insects as a food source. We're pretty much the only ones that are squeamish, except for the people that throw crickets and stuff in ice cream. Whatever the hell that is. You seen that stuff?
Yeah.
We're out at a mall. We were in Kansas City, and the ice cream shop there had something like that. It was like grasshoppers or something, and chocolate covered grasshoppers in ice cream. And, yeah. I didn't order that one.
Oh, grasshopper probably tastes like mint.
I don't know.
There's a place by the beach one time. I was younger, long time ago. And they sold different chocolate covered bugs, like chocolate covered ants. No, this was Florida. This was down in Florida.
Right.
And just all different kinds of chocolate covered. I tried the chocolate covered ants because I think it was my grandfather that bought them. And they just tasted like nothing because they're so tiny.
Yeah, there's nothing in it.
But I wasn't going for the chocolate covered crickets or nothing like that.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little extra out of a cricket.
You get a lot of crunch out of that. I also saw before they had these tequila lollipops.
Yeah.
And it had the worm in the middle of it.
Yeah. I've seen those too.
I can't even imagine that would
Yeah.
You really just want to suck on tequila? All I want to have that mouth, that taste permanently in my mouth? No.
You suck on a gym sock and you get the same effect, really.
I guess they're novelty.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're big in Mexico or...
I doubt it. I mean, if you're from Mexico, you know what good tequila is and what good tequila isn't.
Yeah.
And good tequila doesn't come with a worm in it, so...
It certainly doesn't come in the form of a lollipop.
No, so I don't... I'm sure that's like a Tex-Mex novelty.
Yeah. No, thank you.
The other thing I saw, there was that big thing with all those bitcoins, like we were talking about those before. Mm-hmm. Well, there was this chick. She ran a Bitcoin exchange out of Singapore. Mm-hmm. This 28-year-old girl, Autumn Radley, and she ended up, she was killed the other day, under mysterious circumstances. Really? So after the whole fallout of that one shutting up shop and the $500 million disappearing or whatever out of those accounts, she was just killed the other day.
Yeah, Bitcoin I think is
something weird going on with all that.
On its way out.
Oh, yeah, one way or another.
Then I was reading after that one place went out, it was the biggest Bitcoin operation,
Yeah.
the one that went bankrupt.
Yeah, the Mount
The stock
Gox.
went up.
Yeah.
I don't get that. And they went bankrupt. They had like $500 million disappear.
Yeah.
Which imagine that. Oh, it just disappeared.
Whoops.
How can the stock go? I don't get that. I don't get Bitcoin.
That's once you start dealing in like virtual currency.
You can make it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh no, today it's this. Although maybe the value went up because there were fewer Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Out there.
Well, did you see like what the Mount Gox like stood for? Like what that name means? It was Magic the Gathering online currency.
Really?
Yeah. That's what it was. It was from the online Magic the Gathering game.
Wow.
That's what that exchange originally was, for Magic the Gathering currency. So that's what Mount Gox is.
The Magic the Gathering will rule our economy one day.
Well, I guess they did their little foray into it. And it ended up in murder and bankruptcy. All right. Well,
here we are. That'll do it for the show. Remember, you can follow us at Twitter at Driver Passenger. You can email us at the Commute Podcast at Comcast.net. And you can check out our Facebook page, The Commute. Hopefully we'll hear from you. And see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.